All right, Shalom. First off, want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. And it's a said Shalom to all the Akim out here that's doing and pushing the work in truth and in sincerity. I want to go in this lesson on prison, okay? And how uh, it is going to try, or the so-called white man is going to try to throw some of us into prison. Okay, and this is going to happen in the near future for teaching this word. Okay, and I have three or four stories of how the men of the Lord were delivered from uh, the uh, the prison houses. Okay, and to be honest, America is just a big prison in the first place, man. Okay? But with that said, I'm going to start with Isaiah 61 and 1. The Spirit of the Lord God, Yahweh Shemi Shah, is upon me, because the Lord have appointed me to preach good tidings unto the meek. He have sent me to bind up the brokenhearted, to proclaim liberty to the captives, and the opening of the prison to them that are bound, to proclaim the acceptable year of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and the day of vengeance of our power, to comfort all that mourn. And with that said, you know, our our sentence is almost up, man. Okay? Of this prison, known as America, these bodies that we're in, okay? Um the Lord is gonna um get us out of this hell, man. Okay? But before we get out of this hell, we're gonna have to be tried. Okay? Um we're not really living in this society. Okay? And the fact that we're teaching this word, everybody don't want to hear it. So um there's gonna come a time when they're gonna try to demonize us. Okay? But with that said, this is First Peter 5 and 8. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, is a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour. And the so-called white man is the devil. That he is our adversary. Okay? You you ever see brothers teaching on a corner, okay? The Israelites, you gotta know that they don't like us, man. You know? They definitely have that hatred in their blood. Heck, 2/3 of Israel has that hatred in their blood. Okay, you got people that might be standing next to you who might have hatred in their blood. You know, you have the story of Judas who turned in Yahushua. You know, but the so-called white man, the devil, they ride by the camp, and you know that they know who we are, you know, and they don't like that. So any moment, they they'd be more than willing to throw us into the jail, throw away the key, falsify a report. That's the type of stuff that these devils do. So we have to be sober and be vigilant. Okay, the word vigilant it means to watch, give strict attention to, be cautious, active, take heed lest through remission and indolence some destructive calamity suddenly overtake one. Okay, so we have to be vigilant when we out there doing this work. Okay, and watch our surroundings. Okay, Matthew 10 and 22, and you shall be hated of all men for my name's sake, but he that endures to the end shall be saved. Okay? And this is a part of being tried because, just the fact that, we go out and we teach the word, we're not out there to defraud or wrong anybody. We just out there teaching what the scriptures say. Okay? And people hate that. Heck, they hate you just off the fact of your skin color or the way that you look. Because people aren't spiritual. Okay? This is Luke 21:9. But when you shall hear of wars and commotions, be not terrified, for these things must first come to pass, but the end is not by and by. Then said he unto them, Nation shall rise against nation, these race wars, and kingdom against kingdom, and great earthquakes shall be in diverse places, and famines and pestilences, and fearful sights and great signs shall there be from heaven. But before all these they shall lay their hands on you, and persecute you, delivering you up to the synagogues and into prisons, being brought before kings and rulers for my name's sake. Okay? So there, it's going to be a time when these people might try to fight us. Okay? They already trying to persecute us, but it's going to be a time when they start casting brothers into prison. Okay? This is Revelation 2:10. Fear none of these things which you shall suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison. And it shows you that Satan and the devil is two totally different places, man. Two totally different people. Entities. Okay, the devil is the so-called white man. How can Satan cast you into prison, man? No, the devil, so-called white man, is gonna throw some of us into prison, man. It says that you may be tried, and you shall have tribulation 10 days, which 10 is just a number. Okay? It could be 5 days, it could be longer than that. It says, Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give you a crown of life. Because when this time comes, and they come up against the men of the Lord, some of us may have to be beheaded. Okay? We might have to lose our lives, man, for this truth, man. For Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And what life do we really have? We don't really have anything over here. So it's going to be a time when the so-called white man start rolling down on us. This is Psalm 116:15. Precious in the sight of the Lord is the death of his saints. Okay? So it's going to be a time when some brothers, okay, the elect is going to have to, be cast into prison. And some of us may have to die for this truth. Okay? And as the scriptures say, 1 Thessalonians 4 and 16, for the Lord himself shall descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of the archangel, with the trump of Yahweh, and the dead in Yahweh shall rise first. So the ones that die for this truth, that may be cast into prison, they're going to be the ones who are first resurrected. Okay? It says, Then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds to meet the Lord in the air, and so shall we ever be with the Lord. Wherefore comfort one another with these words. Okay? And hey, when you come into this truth, man, you know that one way or another, these bodies ain't gonna make it. Yeah, fuck the RFID chip. We gotta continue to pray. And hope that we can get the hell up out of this bullshit ass society, man. okay, and be able to serve the Lord um forever, man. You know, in righteousness and peace. You know, um, Genesis 39:7 to going on the stories, okay? It says, and it came to pass after these things that his master's wife, which is talking about Joseph, cast her eyes upon Joseph and said, lie with me. But he refused and said unto his master's wife, behold, my master wotteth not what is with me in the house, and he hath committed all that he hath to my hand. There is none greater in this house than I, neither neither hath he kept back anything from me but you, because you are his wife. How then can I do this great wickedness and sin against Yahweh Shem Yahushua? And it came to pass, as she spake to Joseph day by day, that he hearkened not unto her to lie by her, or to be with her. And it came to pass about that time that Joseph went into the house to do his business, and there was none of the men of the house there within. And she caught him by his garment, saying, lie with me. And he left his garment in her hand, and fled and got him out. And it came to pass, when he saw that he had left his garment in her hand, and fled forth, that she called unto the men of her house, and spake unto them, saying, see, he hath brought in a Hebrew unto us to mock us. He came in unto me to lie with me, and I cried with a loud voice. And it came to pass, when he heard that I lifted up my voice and cried, that he left his garment with me, and fled and got out. And she laid up his garment by her until the Lord came home. Till his Lord came home. Okay, and you know, it might be a woman, man, you know, that might you know, she might have a man that she might want you to lay with her and stuff like that. That might be one of the ways a brother might get caught up, you know, in the jail or something. Okay, it says, and she spake unto him according to these words, saying, the Hebrew servant which thou hast brought unto us came in unto me to mock me. And it came to pass, as I lifted up my voice and cried, that he left his garment with me and fled out. And it came to pass, when his master heard the words of his wife, she spake unto him, saying, after this manner did your servant to me, that his wrath was kindled. And Joseph's master took him and put him into the prison, a place where the king's prisoners were bound, and he was there in prison. But the Lord was with Joseph, and showed him mercy, and gave him favor in the sight of the keeper of the prison. And the keeper of the prison committed to Joseph's hand all the prisoners that were in the prison, and whatsoever they did there, he was the doer of it. The keeper of the prison looked not to anything that was under his hand, because the Lord was with him, and that which he did, the Lord made to prosper. So you might get locked up, you know, in a brother or not a brother, or it could be a brother, you know, but you could get locked up, and the keeper of the prison, you know, might show you some favor. You know, the Lord was with Joseph in this situation. He showed them mercy. You know, so we don't know what the heck may happen. You know, when brothers may get locked up from here until the end. You know, but we know that regardless of whatever, we have to endure until the end. You know, and you know, if we have to die for this, you know, uh, Acts 5:16, there came also a multitude out of the cities round about unto Jerusalem, bringing sick folks and them which were vexed with unclean spirits, and they were healed every one. So as time goes on, okay, is these prophecies start unfolding, you might have a lot of people that come in at the, you know, uh towards the end of it. you know, and you know that's gonna make Esau even madder, even more mad. Okay. Um, then the high priest rose up, and all they that were with him, which is the sect of the Sadducees, were filled with indignation, and laid their hands on the apostles and put them in the common prison. But the angel of the Lord by night opened the prison doors and brought them forth and said, Go stand and speak in the temple to the people all the words of this life. Okay, so you might have a situation where you might get placed in the prison, these common prisons, and the Lord can still send the angel of the Lord. You have faith to get you out of that situation. Okay? Acts 12 and 1. Now about that time Herod the king stretched forth his hand to vex certain of the church, okay, which Donald Trump could start doing that, you know. It says he killed James, the brother of John, with the sword, and because he saw it pleased the Jews, he proceeded further to take Peter also. Then were the days of unleavened bread. And when he had apprehended him, he put him in prison and delivered him to four quaternions of soldiers to keep him intending after Easter to bring him forth to the people. A person might look at this and see, oh, Easter, you know, which it says the Paschal sacrifice, which was accustomed to be offered for the deliverance. I mean, for the people's deliverance of old Egypt, the Paschal lamb, the lamb the Israelites were accustomed to slay and eat on the 14th day of the month, the Paschal supper, the Paschal feast, the feast of Passover. Okay, and when you look at Easter nowadays, man, that don't have nothing to do with the Passover, man. Okay, Easter comes from the Babylonian word is star. Okay, but you can look that up. Okay, it says Peter therefore was kept in prison, but prayer was made without ceasing of the church, what unto Yahweh Bashem Yahushua for him. And when Herod would have brought him forth the same night, Peter was sleeping between two soldiers bound with two chains, and the keepers before the door kept the prison. So Peter was in between two soldiers, okay? And it says the keepers before the door kept the prison. So he was between two soldiers with chains, and he had somebody guarding the door. And behold, the angel of the Lord came upon him, and a light shined in the prison, and he smote Peter on the side and raised him up, saying, Arise up quickly, and his chains fell off from his hands. It says, and the angel said unto him, Gird thyself and bind on your sandals. And so he did, and saith unto him, Cast your garment about you and follow me. And he went and followed him, and wished not that it was true which was done by the angel, but thought he saw a vision. When they were past the first and second ward, they came unto the iron gate that leadeth unto the city, which opened to them of his own accord. And they went out and passed on through one street, and forthwith the angel departed from him. And when Peter was come to himself, and said, Now I know of a surety that the Lord hath sent his angel, and hath delivered me out of the hand of Herod, and from all the expectation of the Jews. Okay? So basically, the Lord sent the angel to deliver Peter through this whole entire situation, man. Okay? uh the Lord, Herod um ended up killing James, okay? And it might be this might be a situation that might happen again to a brother, man. You never know. But one way or another, the Lord is going to be with his men. you know, and that's pretty much the basis of this story. You know, I'm gonna get this last scripture, First Peter 1:6, wherein you greatly rejoice, though now for a season, if need be, you are in heaviness through manifold temptations. You know, and one of them temptations is going to be the RFID chip. You know, trying to denounce your faith. You know, and 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 if you don't, you'll get killed. Okay. It says that the trial of your faith, being much more precious than of gold that perisheth, though it be tried with fire, might be found unto praise and honor and glory at the appearing of Yahweh Shah. Okay, and that's the point, man. You know, you gotta keep on praying and praying and praying that we are counted worthy of escaping these these temptations and the times that are soon to come to try us, man. You know that we can endure until the end. We need to pray for more strength. You know, pray for more faith. You know, and you know, I hope this lesson was edifying. You know, but you know, no matter what, if you have faith in the Lord is going to protect you. Okay, even onto death. You know, and the rewards that is set for brothers, you know, is way more than we can ever imagine. You know, man, what the hell do we have to live for in this society? Okay, it's bullshit ass society. You know, but with that, man, like I said, hopefully this lesson was edifying. You know, I want to say shalom till next time.